Welcome to the show, Extra Rich. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and hit that bell button next to it so you are notified whenever these videos drop. On the menu for today, we have Bishop Wooden, apparently talking about some black civil rights leaders. Let's jump into it.
This is part of the problem I have with some of the so-called civil rights leaders. These guys fly in their personal jets. They live in gated communities. I'm not against that. Praise God, they are rich. They are doing well. And then they'll stand up and tell you, a black man can't make it in America. If you black in this country, the whole country working against you because a black man can't make it.
Hey, that's facts. That's facts. And yet they're making millions of dollars. You know, what's crazy to me is how these folks make millions upon millions of dollars telling us black people that we're oppressed, but they're making millions telling us that we're oppressed and we're going to always be oppressed because of X, Y, and Z reason. But they're making millions. That one just doesn't compute with me. If we're all oppressed, how are you not oppressed too? And why are you being paid millions of dollars to come tell us how oppressed we are? And why do we only see you when it seems like you can make some money off of a situation? That went over some of y'all heads. I know that went over some of y'all heads. But let's jump back in.
He's blacker than you are, and rich have gotten rich off of feeding you that kind of garbage. And there you go. You the fool. You sit there and you buy it. That's right. That's right. I'm black. I can't do anything because I'm black. I'm black. But he's black. He's just as black as you are, and yet he's doing good, convincing you that you can't get anywhere, and you're dumb enough to buy it. The devil is a liar.
He sure is. He sure is. The devil is a liar. 1,000%. It literally doesn't make sense to me why and how some black folks walk around saying, well, you know, I can't do X, Y, and Z because the white man is stopping me. I will never, ever fix my lips to say any race of any individuals. I don't care if they white, Asian, Indian, whatever. There's not a race of individuals on this planet that is capable of doing anything that I'm not capable of doing myself. Even beyond that, let's go beyond that. What message are you sending to the black youth? What message are you sending to black children when all you tell them is how they're disadvantaged, how they will never be because the white man is going to be in the way, right? They will never become anything. They're always disadvantaged. They're always going to be taken advantage of, blah, 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 blah. Because even if they do manage to get somewhere, the white man is going to destroy it. What do you think that does to a young black kid's mind? Oh, well, ain't no point in trying in life because they all told me that the white man's gonna take it from me. They all told me that I'm supposed to be in suffering because of X, Y, and Z. I ain't gonna never make it. So why should I even strive to become a better person? Why should I even strive to make it out of the hood? Why should I even strive to go get a job and be a productive citizen? Why don't I just go rob, steal, and kill? I'm gonna end up there anyway. Because the white policeman gonna come through the hood and he just gonna arrest us for no reason. So I might as well give him a reason. You see how detrimental that line of thinking is? That has never made sense to me. Ever. There's not a race of, I'm gonna say this again, there's not a race of individuals that are capable of doing anything that a black person isn't capable of doing too. And I hate that people start saying that nonsense, black people can't do this, can't do that because this the white man or this, like that's BS. That's BS. And a lot of the times, like he's talking about, the same people that are feeding us that garbage are making money off of feeding us that garbage. It's crazy work. Crazy work.
Convincing you that you can't get anywhere and you're dumb enough to buy it. The devil is a liar.
He is.
You ought to ask him, well, why are you doing so good, Rev?
Fact.
Why are you faring so well? I see you on CNN, MSNBC, all on TV and everywhere. And when they have the big movie stars, and when they have their great big parties, I see you with them, and they invite you in, and oh my Lord, you're sitting at the table, and all of y'all are having a ball, and you're darker than me. You're darker.
Yep, shaking hands, rubbing elbows, but black people are oppressed though. But you sitting at the table with all the rich folks, and matter of fact, there's some other black people at that table with you, and y'all all kiki and ha-ha, and while when you come back to us though, you tell us that we all oppressed and we can't make it nowhere because of the white man, even though you were just sitting at the table with the white man. Man, some of these folks, boy, I tell you.
Are having a ball, and you're darker than me. You're darker than I am. Now, how is it that you got up to that table with your black self, but you're telling me with my black self that I can't? You're being fed a bill of goods. They're lying to you. If the Lord delight in you, if you do what is right, God will bless you. Praise the Lord. Now somebody's mad. I can imagine what the comments are. Make them.
Hey, shout out to Bishop Wooden, man. Shout out to Bishop Wooden. He's 1,000% correct. 1,000% correct. The lie that they feed us, they're making money off of. It's crazy. It's crazy. While they all fly private, you know, get to sit at these tables with these millionaires and billionaires and kiki and ha-ha, they come back to us and tell us that we're all oppressed and we ain't gonna never make it anywhere. But yet they've made it everywhere. And every time you turn on your television, there's a rich black person on it. Everywhere, like that also doesn't compute either. You can look anywhere and everywhere, and there are successful black people everywhere. But it's almost as if like those successful black people all of a sudden don't exist when, you know, these civil rights leaders come to town. It's almost as if they just poof, vanished, disappeared. It's almost as if because they also go with the you know, America is racist, America blah 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 blah. But yet America elected a black president. Not once, but twice. Turned him out. And I'd be inclined to believe America might have elected him 3 times if he could have run for a 3rd term, right? So this whole notion, I think it's a bunch of crap. It's just excuses for people who want to continue to be lazy. In my humble opinion, we are not oppressed. There is nothing that another race in this country can do that I can't do. Top to bottom. As a matter of fact, I would almost say it's in reverse. The things that I hear some black folks say about other races, if those races turned around and said the same thing about black people, man, some black folks would lose their minds. Oh my goodness. Oh, this person needs to be fired. This person needs to be thrown in jail and blah, blah, blah. They racist this and racist that. And it's like, bro, we all in this boat together, for one. And there's nothing that anybody can do that the rest of us aren't capable of doing too. It should be that simple. And really, it is that simple, to be quite honest with you. But of course, race has to get thrown in. And I'll leave y'all with this. Isn't it always interesting how these so-called civil rights leaders only show up when it's convenient? You don't see them on a regular basis, right? Or you don't see them when in a city that's nicknamed after a war zone, Chirac. You don't see them when, you know, a young black man puts another young black man 6 feet in the dirt. You don't see them when any of that happens. But you let another race of individual put a black man or a black woman 6 feet in the dirt, and all of a sudden it's the end of the world. Oh my goodness, what is going on in this country? This country is going down the toilet. Oh my goodness, we gotta get some legislation going now. But you don't ever see them when it's a black young man who did something horrific to another black young man. Kind of interesting how that works. It's almost as if they can't make money off of one situation, but the other one they can. And so that's why they show up. I don't know, man. Y'all let me know what you think. Thanks for tuning in to the show. Make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe if you are new. And peace. I'm out.